They say the best things come from the worst shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it'll be good just to start off with the situation going on with YBN Almighty. Now, I'm going to report now that the feds have swooped in and got the alleged people, you know, who took his chain. Now, allegedly, they're a member of the group street gang called Jack Boyz. You know, so that's the news that's coming in now. We know about, you know, the J.Prince, you know, situation where he came out on Instagram and tagged, you know, a guy, I think his name was Zae, you know, that was one of his street names. And he was one of the guys that was arrested, you know, as well. But J.Prince received a lot of criticism from people over the internet. You know, it was kind of split down the middle, I would say, that they saying that he not maybe snitched, but maybe dry snitch and kind of, you know, giving up names. So, Sam, man, what do you think, and what response do you have from J.Prince for the people right now?
Got you. Well, in regards to the gentleman, the young man getting arrested by the feds, we've seen that coming. They were all over the internet. The whole robbery was on the internet. Then they do a video. So some wild reason, these young boys think that they can go ahead and just do all of this for the temporary clout, only to go ahead and sit in the feds probably for the rest of your life, because you may get attempted murder. And that's nothing, and has nothing to do with what J.Prince said on the internet. Although a lot of people want to give him criticism, and I know he may have received some criticism on the podcast a couple days ago, kind of veering back and forth on whether or not he's a snitch and things like that. I think we will both agree that it was very odd for him to come out on the internet, something very uncharacteristic of himself. He once again came out. I'm about to talk about that. But these boys deserve to be where they at right now. They put themselves in this situation, and we're going to see what happens, man. It's a loss of a lot of young lives that didn't have to happen. That being said, this is what J.Prince had to say on Instagram. And he came out, like you said, about a half hour ago. He had some direct messages for some people, and here it is. He said, I want to take this time to clarify my message to the people I tagged on my previous post. You guys see right there the people that he tagged, people that he tagged prior to on his first message, and some more. And this is what he said underneath. Let me clarify, or let me make myself clear. I was never asking any of y'all for help in any capacity. I don't need you. I don't know you or trust any of y'all to do anything concerning the streets for me. With that being said, I witnessed a clown campaigning, bragging, and snitching on himself on a public video about robbing industry people in your backyard. So I took it upon myself to alert the ones I have respect for. It is clear to me that went over some of y'all's heads. Just for more clarity, I've been having ties in the Bronx and throughout New York for a long time. And now it's gotten even stronger with my youngsters. So don't give any of the people I tag credit for what others earned, because all strangers to me other than music. To all of you so-called gangster clowns, there's a time and a place for everything, and I'm going to give you what you asked for. To all of you that's trying to narrow down my message to me wanting a chain lacks the depth of understanding that real street niggas have. That's why you were squares. There's a movement taking place by the time 2 week and the meaning of my bad. There's a movement taking place by the timid and the weak that wants to change the meaning of strong to weak and the meaning of weak to strong. My track record speaks for itself, so I won't lip wrestle with punks. I notice a lot of young men on the East Coast that like to invite men to suck on their private parts. Then they call themselves gangsters. But real men don't invite other men to suck their unless they're gay. I guess if the man you're asking to suck on you say, okay, you're going to get naked now, then you know better. Hopefully your punk ass niggas will do better. Or maybe it feels good being a punk ass nigga, period. Oh God, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, he said a lot there. And I think a lot of people the criticism was that, he did it on the internet was the big thing. You know what I mean? When he started to tag people, now everybody was saying, oh, they did a video. We understand that. That's almost like when somebody does something and we re-report it again. They might try to say, oh, no, but it already happened. So we understand that the dude put himself out there. But if you're going to engage people to do stuff and put people to go different places, that's what he was doing when he put the word out. It's almost like, just stay behind the scenes and do it, because actually a friend of mine that lives out in Houston hit me up today. And he was saying he helped another situation. He's known for doing that, pretty much helping things go down behind the scenes, especially in Houston. I'm not going to name the person, but he got somebody else's chain back in Houston. So maybe the social media thing kind of I think kind of muddied the water in the situation with J.Prince, you know, but I can forgive him. I mean, we never did, you know, call him a snitch per se, but we said I didn't have a problem with people saying that they came from the street life, because it's like, you don't give them any help, any at all. Once you give them any, you lead somebody on, they consider you a snitch in the street. That's just what it is. You can't just paint different scenarios. Say, oh, you got to be with somebody. No, when you help out the law enforcement, when you point the law enforcement in the direction, people are going to call you a snitch in the street. That's just what it is.
Yeah, and when we had that conversation, I really was kind of hesitant in even saying that, because I didn't, in my heart of hearts, I didn't believe that. I thought it's just, excuse me, this was a situation where he thought, in a day and age where you see all these young boys out here doing this shit for clout, this is a direct message in communicating with them young boys directly. I thought that, I mean, given J.Prince's resume, his respect out here, in all of the words in his criticism, and you can kind of throw us in this barrel to people that gave criticism to what he said in the context of what he said and it really kind of, it seemed like it agitated him a little bit, but very surprising that he put it on social media, understanding that people are going to do just that. They're going to commentate on it. They're going to speak on it. Get J.Prince. And when you put shit out here, all the media outlets are going to gravitate and go toward it. So what do you think about that? Him kind of calling out some of the media that talked about him, because
see, the thing what happens with that, when you're looking on the YouTube, you know, as opposed to like your mainstream, is that you got all these nuts, that guys are this in their house, they have no integrity, they just come out on a camera and they say anything for view and clout. They don't care, because they don't know these people, they don't have no connection with them, so they think that they can say anything and disrespect people, you know, and get away with it. And these may be sometimes the videos that these guys, whoever, maybe somebody tweets it a lot, tags them, it pops up in their feed for whatever reason, is recommended to them. They may see this video and start seeing a few of these guys and may think that that's the consensus of everybody, when it's really not. You know what I mean? So, you know, we seen it. We seen the disrespect. We seen it through different people, whether it be rappers or people that have YouTube channels, you know, think they're doing something out here. They say all types of stuff and they get views for it. And they think that's, you know, people like J.Prince might think that's what's, you know, what's standing, but it's really not. I think that, again, once you're in that caliber person like J.Prince, you're as popular as you are, you have books, you're a hip hop, you know, mogul, anything that you say, especially that has to do with crime, is going to be scrutinized, you know, to the fullest capacity. But I could say, you know what I mean? Not that I'm anybody to give him a pass, but I mean, I don't look at him any different. I think he just should have did it behind the scenes as opposed to in public. That's all.
Okay, what do you think about, or what would you say in regards to him and this recent statement? Do you think that the criticism over social media, YouTube and beyond, got to him? And I don't want to mean got to him in the sense of bothered him, but got him to react and even render a response? Because we talked over and over and over again about the numerous celebrities that continuously go back and forth on social media with the comments and things like that. And we get the comments and all that, but we're practicing very, very hard to stay away from the comments as much as possible, because we know that rabbit hole that we can get swept up in. And then we sitting here overly putting emotion to shit that really doesn't matter. Do you think that J.Prince may have fell victim of that a little bit? Probably.
And maybe, you know, I mean, sometimes it's better just not to say nothing at all. You know what I mean? Right or wrong, indifferent, just walk away from it and let the chips fall where they may. He's built his reputation as being who he is, but, you know, just to answer that question, I think that he probably did. I think that he let this, you know, whether it be going on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, get to his head. People saying this, seeing these videos that pop up, you know, and kind of just thinking like, oh, I need to, you know, clear the air, so-called, and say I'm not going to go back and forth with people when that's exactly what you're doing. But I got a tremendous amount of respect for J.Prince, his organizations, what he's done for hip hop at the end of the day. And I mean, at the beginning, I really didn't even want to talk about it like that, because it was just like, you know, it was just that bad of a thing. Like, all right, fuck it. But, you know, that's what we do. So
we had to do it, man. And, and we put ourselves and made a repertoire, or put our, again, I mean, ourselves out there for talking about the tough issues and getting involved with it. But we got a ton of respect, nothing but the utmost respect for J.Prince. Like you said, what he's done, his history, what he was doing out here trying to gain that independent label for music. Him, Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, we all heard about that story, what he did for boxing. Yeah, an incredible repertoire, and we definitely have nothing but the utmost respect. We got to give commentary to where it serves, man. It is what it is. It comes with the territory, and we're going to do that.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, man.
Definitely. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. We're going in today on this Thursday night. We want to encourage everybody that's listening on YouTube or wherever you're listening at, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this videos. I want to talk about,